Points for Savage, 27-24. Victoria lead by 3. Randy Steele, Vito Pasquale 10. Bounce pass to Phil Ohl of Victoria. Newman having trouble, picked it up against Savage. Needs some help. Phil Ohl, 7 seconds left on the shot clock. To Clemens. That's the bread and butter play.
Bread and butter is right. Phil Ohl, you see the poise there. The first offensive phase broke down. The ball came back out to Phil Ohl, an experienced player, and he just took his time and got the shot they wanted.
Cord Clemens, by the way, now has 13 points. 13 points for Cord Clemens.
Freeze with the foul. Who's first?
Right here. Norris takes the shot, but I believe there was a foul off the ball by Freeze, number 10. Got called going over the back of Pasquale on the rebound.
I believe that's Freeze's first foul of the ball game. That's number 1. 5:37 left in the first half. 29-24 Victoria. Victoria have the ball. Phil Ohl, number 15. Underneath to Clemens, and it's good. The 3-point play.
Well, that was a great move by Clemens, and I was watching the inside action of Norris and Clemens, and Randy Norris had done a great defensive job up until that point when Clemens got him high and then went backdoor, of course, for the shot. But both players, I think, are enjoying this game. It hasn't been often this season that either one of them have had a chance to match up against a 7-footer. And Norris, before the game, told me he was looking forward to the challenge because he didn't feel Clemens would have as much mobility as somebody 6'7" or 6'8", who he's had to face all year.
Clemens on the line is now 5 for 5 from the line. Freeze. Couldn't handle the ball. Another turnover against Waterloo.
And generated after that foul shot by another set of Victoria's pressure defense.
Clemens has 16 points against Manitoba in the first half. On Thursday in the semifinal, had 5 in the first half. There he is again.
That was an excellent call, an excellent play. What Cord Clemens is doing now, since the last time out, is he's starting to take Randy Norris high, away from the basket, up the lane, 3 or 4 steps, and he's reversing backdoor with speed and with agility, and the passing's been great.
Victoria lead by 10, and Waterloo call the timeout. The 1985 CIAU Basketball Championship. And we have 5 minutes left in the first half. And Don McRae is concerned.
Well, he's concerned, and he's got to get his team on track offensively here. Waterloo has not been well-oiled offensively in the first half. But also, he's changed his defense now. He's going to have to go into the zone because Victoria has proven to him that they can't handle Clemens man-to-man.
Savage. There's now 12 points for Waterloo. But as Don McRae said in the huddle just a few moments ago, we're playing average defense and terrible offense. Oh, looking for Cord Clemens. Pasquale.
Pasquale went right to the open corner against Waterloo's 1-3-1 zone, and he drilled the shot. That's the shot you want to give up if you have to give anyone up, and Pasquale made him pay the price.
Vito Pasquale is the younger brother of Eli Pasquale, Canada's outstanding college player 1 year ago, and the captain of this Victoria team, which has won 5 consecutive national championships, working for number 6 in a row. Savage wouldn't go down, and Cord Clemens the rebound. Victoria lead by 10. 3:52 left in the first half.
Vic right now is in total command of this game. They've been able to play their bench players. They're getting rest for their starters. They're getting a lot of people in the game and used to the floor situation. And now they're shooting well from the outside. So they go inside to Clemens and have dominated, and now they're getting hot on the perimeter. Waterloo's going to have their work cut out for them the rest of the afternoon.
Tommy Snyder down court. Foul is called. We should mention, too, that the University of Victoria, remember, coming into this game, were not considered a great team like the Victoria teams of the past that went unbeaten. This team has a record of 19-17, but they also had something else that the other championship clubs had, the ability to win the key important games.
That's right. They've gone back and relied on their tradition a little bit. They're going to die slow, and they're not going to lay down in a tournament like this. They were stung a little bit in their conference championship. University of Alberta Golden Bears upset them in the championship game, and then they went out to the West Regionals, played hard and won it. Here comes the rebound right off of Savage's hands and back into the Vic player's hands right there on the foul.
Both teams in the bonus situation. The man you don't want to foul is Paul Savage.
That's right. Now, what Vic has demonstrated, though, is a poise and an experience that's been beyond the other clubs we've seen, other than the University of Waterloo across the country. They have returning players. Both teams were in the Final Four last year, right here in Halifax, but Victoria's got it all together today. They're playing very, very well. They're making the right moves at the right time.
Savage, 12 points. That's the front end of the one-on-one. Team trail by 11. 38-27. Need that. From Peter Savage. Steal, Vito Pasquale. That comes as a complete surprise to me, Brian, that Victoria are right now playing two young guards that they do not play that often. Vito Pasquale and Randy Steele.
That's right, and it's shown that Ken Shields has confidence in those players. He's going to work and bring them along, and, you know, a program as great as Victoria's, they're good year in and year out, and across the country you can see the names of many of the great schools. They never really move too far from the top, and Vic brings their players along slowly. They let them mature on the bench for a year or two, and then they bring them out. And to play them in competition like this sets very well for future years. Kids go home with confidence, some experience, and they come back tough the following year.
And, of course, you've got that great tradition. And don't tell me tradition doesn't mean anything.
Tradition means a lot. And when a school has that kind of tradition behind it, players tend to play with great pride. They have a responsibility to themselves, to their teammates, but also to the institution that's helped build and establish that quality program over the years.
1-and-1 situation.
Rob Freeze on the line, one for one. Foul was on Vito Pasquale, Freeze's rival number 10. Rob Freeze, an outstanding baseball player. Great hitter, and he certainly hit well there. 8 points for Rob Freeze, as Victoria lead by 8 with 2:36 till halftime. Newman off the rim, rebound by Boyce. Foul against Phil.
And you see Victoria, see Boyce make a great rebound here, right over the back of Randy Steele, the guard. And we're going to see Ole reach right in here and foul Paul Boyce.
Timeout has been called by Victoria. And Coach Heaney, what do you think he's telling him over in that huddle?
Well, I think what Ken Shields probably saying right now is don't get over anxious on defense, because the last two fouls have been 94 feet from the hoop, and it sent Waterloo to the foul line.
Here's Ken Shields right now.
Play our game. Okay, listen up. We run high-low on offense. Now you really got to move the ball. Okay? No, we're run special. Special on offense. Okay? Special. Hold smart high. Come on, be smart defensively now.
Okay, Brian, special. What does he mean by special?
Well, I'm not sure what special means in terms of the play set here. We're going to see it in a minute. But his first inclination was to go high-low against Waterloo's zone. And one of the things that the Victoria Vikings do well year in and year out is attack zones through the high post area. So his first inclination was to get the ball to the high post and then look down to one of the power forwards or to Clemens on the baseline. But we'll have a chance to try to track special next time down the court.
Third-year man Paul Boyce on the line, shooting 1-and-1.
Considering the way the offense has gone for Waterloo, I think Don McRae has to be pleased that on the last 3 possessions, they've been able to put some points on the scoreboard from the free throw line.
And I'm sure that's what has concerned Coach Shields. They had an 11-point lead at one stage. That lead is now 6 as Don McCrae chuckles because Randy Steele tumbled into the key. Boyce now has 4 points. Dave Sheehan, number 22, into the ball game. Ole is out. Pasquale, Newman, made it easy.
Well, special was an overload on the left side of the floor. They put 4 players in a box formation, and they worked the ball down into the low post.
Newman, not a great scorer, now has 4 points. As Waterloo turn it over again. That is their 8th turnover.
The turnovers will spell doom for any basketball team. 8 isn't bad, but when they're converted back into baskets and when you're trying to generate some rhythm on your offense, you got to have every possession.
And it's distressing when they're unforced errors, too. There's Clemens. Great move. Rebound by Newman. Victoria, 42. Clemens tried again, but Boyce was there. And the foul is on Boyce.
Okay, now the action's going to get hot and heavy inside here. There's a lot of bodies flying around, a lot of strong players. Clemens had the ball in the low post, and Boyce came by and clipped him. Referee John Whalen was right on the spot.
And that's the 3rd foul against Boyce.
Now that is very key because Boyce is probably the most stable of all the front court players for Waterloo, and it's interesting with 3 fouls that Don McCrae is going to let him stay in the ball game.
7-foot Cord Clemens chuckling with Don Klein at the foul line. He should chuckle. He's had 18 points. He's been 5 for 5 from the foul line.
Let's make a correction, Ken. That's Boyce's 2nd foul. If you remember early in the half when there was controversy at the stat table, it was that problem that was corrected. They had charged Boyce earlier with a foul that he did not commit. Now it's been corrected, so he's only got
only 2 fouls. That's important. Clement again. 7 for 7 from the foul line. Victoria lead by 10. With 1:27 left to play in the first half, Tommy Snyder works that ball. Going to take it himself. It's not. But Snyder will go to the foul line.
Okay, now this is a great trade. Here you see 6-foot Tommy Snyder right into the 3-second area, pump fake, and he draws the foul from 7'1" Cord Clemens. That's a great trade when you can get your point guard putting the opposing center into foul trouble.
Young Tommy Snyder, his first year of college basketball, and he's a starting guard.
You know, I have to say, Ken, that I've seen Schneider play about a half a dozen times this year, and for a young player right out of high school stepping into a pressure situation with a good program, good basketball team, he's done a remarkable job of showing leadership from that point position for the Warriors.
Randy Steele. Underneath the chin. Great shot off the glass.
Great backdoor play. He took the defense and extended that defense right out to the foul line, extended and changed directions sharply and crisply. Got a good backdoor pass for an easy shot.
Sheehan did very little against Manitoba the other night, but he's had 8 points already. There's Randy Norris. Drives to the basket. It's off, and Cord Clemens takes the rebound. Right now, Cord Clemens has the edge in that big man fight. Pasquale goes right to the basket, and it's the 3-point play.
That is a key call. Here we're going to see Pasquale come in, makes the shot, and he stays with it, keeps his head up, and tracks the shot right into the basket. He had great concentration, but got called for the charging foul, so now we'll march the other way, and Waterloo will get a chance for 2 easy ones from the free throw line.
Pardon me, that's not a 3-point play. But the 2 points do count. 46-33, 13-point lead. As Snyder drops the first one in. 13-point lead for Victoria, is now 12. We have 49 seconds left in this first half. Tommy Snyder cuts the lead to 11. Very important that Waterloo come up with some points here in this last 49 seconds. They're going to take some chances.
Well, they are. They're back in man-to-man defense right now. They've gotten back out of the zone.
Great rejection by Randy Norris. Needed that one. Van Drunen is now on the court. To Savage. 28 seconds left. Savage back to Tom Snyder. 46-35. Victoria has the lead.
They'll spend time here and try to get that last shot.
Going to be very selective here.